This is Firefighter Manriquez at the National Night Owl, and this is your report on conditions.
On today's episode, we stop by Aguanga, where a large 5,222-acre fire broke out, causing evacuation orders for the surrounding area. We also take a moment to go over exit drills in the home so you and your family are prepared in the event of a house fire.
Engine 1 with report on conditions.
Hi, and thank you for joining us on today's episode of Report on Conditions. I'm Karina Espinosa. Last week, from July 29th through August 4th, the department responded to a total of 4,019 calls for service. This included 2,986 medical emergencies and 152 fire-related calls. Let's take a look at some highlighted incidents. At around 12:30 p.m. on Monday, July 29th, firefighters were called to a vegetation fire near the intersection of Tule Valley Road and Richard Nixon Boulevard in Aguanga. The first engine on scene reported 5 acres on fire with multiple structures threatened. Firefighters began suppression efforts to protect the structures, and substantial resources were requested to help to keep the fire from damaging property. As the fire continued to grow in acreage, evacuation warnings and orders were put in place for the surrounding area. By 7 p.m. that same day, the fire had grown to 2,700 acres and was 0% contained. To aid in managing the fire, a unified command was established with Riverside County's All Hazards Type 3 Incident Management Team and the Riverside Sheriff's Office. San Diego County Sheriff's was also in unified command for a large duration of the incident due to evacuation warnings affecting San Diego County residents. At the time of this writing, the Nixon Fire is 5,222 acres and 96% contained, with all evacuation orders and warnings now lifted, meaning residents can return home. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. At 2:40 p.m., dispatchers received calls reporting a vegetation fire near Interstate 15 and the Main Street underpass in Lake Elsinore. The first arriving company officer reported 5 acres of vegetation on fire with a moderate rate of spread. 3 residential structures were briefly threatened, but the forward rate of spread was stopped at 12 acres. Crews remained on scene for mop-up and patrol. No injuries were reported. Just before 4 a.m. on Sunday, August 4th, firefighters received multiple reports of a fire near the intersection of Dale Street and Ramsey Road, just south of Anza. The first arriving engine company officer visually confirmed a single-story structure well involved in fire, with a threat to surrounding vegetation. Fortunately, firefighters contained the flames to the structure of origin. There were no injuries or displacements reported. We'd like to take a moment to congratulate the following employees on their promotions. Fantastic work, everyone.
It's time to talk about something extremely important. EDIT, exit drills in the home. First up, make a plan. Sketch out 2 escape routes from every room in your house. Practice makes perfect. Run through your plan regularly. And remember, once you've escaped, stay out. Head out to your meeting spot outside. Remember, staying safe starts with a plan. Prepare your exit drill in the home today. Visit rvcfire.org for more information.
We're going to conclude tonight's report on conditions with a moment of silence for Assistant Chief Joshua Bischoff, Fire Captain Tim Rodriguez, and Pilot Tony Sosa, who lost their lives battling the Broadway fire on August 6, 2023. Please join us in honoring our fallen brothers.